What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it, all right? It's the 29th of May. Here we are with 3 days, 9 hours left in the week, 8 hours, 35 minutes left in the day here at 1.787 cents. We've kind of grinded out this area here, finding lows, right? Grinding out that area, and now we've broken through it. I think that we're going to go lower. We're going to proceed lower. Not only is that an area of support just based on price, but from a low to a high, that's also an area of support based on the fibs right there, the golden ratio. Typically, not always, but typically, whenever you find resistance breaking below the golden ratio like this, you grind it out like this, you oftentimes do look to find support at the 786. 886 at the lowest, but likely at the 786 or somewhere in between, something like that. So that would imply 1.7 cents, 1.69 cents, maybe 1.63 at the lowest, but that would be the lowest that I'd give it, right? I don't think that we're going to go too much lower than that, especially because holding the golden ratio like this, again, typically would absolve you of seeing extensions. It would mean that you probably don't go below the 886. At the lowest, you'd hit the 886. You probably don't go below there whenever you get this kind of a reaction with the golden ratio, typically. Not always. So, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Let's talk about some stuff that's not fun real quick. If OnyxCoin does something that's not typical, which it can do, it's done that before, maybe we go down to 1.4 cents, 1.43 cents. Maybe this price area, after all, is where we go. After all, from a low to a high, low back in April 7th to the high here on the 11th, I think. Yeah, that's also where our 0.5 is. So it wouldn't be crazy. It wouldn't be crazy at all. If we delete this fib, you can see here, not only is that where that 0.5 is, but if we were to take these lows here and these highs and kind of draw them down like this, I'll delete this fib. You can see it also kind of comes in line with that flag. There's a lot of rationality behind going to like 1.4, 1.43 cents, right? We could absolutely go down there. But the rationality of this fib would absolve us of that. It would make me think that we probably very likely do find support right there at the 786. Maybe we even find support here. I don't know. I was looking at the XCN BTC chart to try and derive if we could find a low, but man, this stuff is just, it's too neutral. It's too neutral to get a heading. The 4-hour time frame looks bullish here, but I don't know. Like, this wick happened, and that didn't affect the price at all, right? This was just a scam wick, so I don't know how reliable this chart is. All in all, you know, looking at this, if we were to take a low to high here, just on your first pivot, low to high right here, you seem to be respecting this fib well, finding support at the 1414, just below it as you would expect, rejecting the golden ratio, seeing a lower low. You found support, went from golden ratio to golden ratio. Might that be the low? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. That's a lot of volume. I don't know. The daily RSI does look good, and I would actually think that the daily RSI might be a little key factor here that we do actually continue to grow versus Bitcoin. We don't have to do so immediately, but I think that we're about to, right? This daily RSI on the XCN BTC pair looks very, very good, as does the 3-day time frame. It's just the 4-hour and the 1-hour that gives me a bit of a headache. So this isn't going to help us too much in finding our low, but I think that we're near our low, which would make sense because that's exactly what I'm calling for here, is that we're very near our low right now. I don't think we're at it. I think we have a little bit lower to go, but OnyxCoin, you know, I had a dream about it last night. I woke up and it was up above 4 cents. Today I woke up and it was above 4 cents, right? It's not there now, but maybe that's coming. Maybe that'll be on the way, or maybe that's just a tease. I don't know. But the 1-hour RSI looks bearish. We're finally getting in the oversold zone, so we should see this kind of downside momentum kick off right now, I think. It should be happening right here. 31 minutes left in this 1-hour time frame. The pace should pick up maybe by the end of the day. 4-hour RSI also looking to get into the oversold zone. 31 minutes left in the 4 hours. So I think we're coming up for an end-of-day bearish finish. And then tomorrow we should recover. Over the weekend, we're probably going to be neutral. And then the next week should be the week, the long-anticipated week of bearish reckoning, where we will break out of this zone here, which will be an overall larger breakout of this zone here and take us up inevitably to 26 to 32 cents. That's the expectation. That's what we're looking for by the end of June, if not sometime in July. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I am very bullish on OnyxCoin. This is absolutely not bearish, okay? If we look at OnyxCoin right here, first off, this wasn't bearish. This is just a long, drawn-out downtrend, but bullish, bearish, I'll take it, right? Go down and still give me higher lows. Over time, we're going to win. It doesn't matter. But it's not a pump and dump, right? It's not something to be scared of. This is very concise and it's very tight consolidation, right? But the pace, notice the pace, right? Lower highs, lower lows. Notice the pace. Notice the slope there. You look at the slope here. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs here. Look at that slope here. It's a little bit less. You see that? It's a little bit less intense than any of these other down moves. So this is actually a very tame, very boring time to be an OnyxCoin. And I think that I really do think that we're going to move up here in a matter of days. It's really not. It's not a question of if it's going to happen. It's just a question of when it's going to happen. And I think sometime next week will be the time. Maybe we move up over the weekend, but I'm not holding my breath over that. Tomato, tomato, potato, whatever. We're going to move up soon enough. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. We will use the XCN BTC chart to help define where the top would be and where our next price areas of consideration might be. But right now, all it's telling us, at least in my opinion, is that we're very near the low. We might have a little bit lower to go, but we're very, very near the low. Daily RSI looks phenomenal. We're going to have a good time over the coming weeks. Bye-bye.